This is an incredible story of survival and resilience. At just 13 years old, Bethany Hamilton lost her arm in a shark attack, but her unwavering determination to return to the waves and chase her dreams inspired millions around the world. It was a calm and clear morning on October 31st, 2003, on the island of Kauai, Hawaii. The sun had just begun to rise, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. The waves were gentle, rolling lazily toward the shore, as if inviting surfers to join them. For Bethany Hamilton, it was the perfect day. She had no idea that this seemingly ordinary morning would change her life forever. Bethany was no stranger to the ocean. She had been surfing since she was a child, growing up in a family where the love for the waves was practically a tradition. Her parents were experienced surfers who had spent years honing their craft, and Bethany followed in their footsteps with enthusiasm and skill. By the time she was 13, she was already competing in amateur surf competitions and dreaming of making it to the professional circuit. Surfing wasn't just a sport to her. It was her identity, her passion, and the place where she felt most alive. That morning, Bethany joined her best friend Alana Blanchard, along with Alana's father and brother, for an early surf session at Tunnels Beach. The spot was a local favorite, known for its pristine waters, coral reefs, and waves that were both challenging and rewarding. The group paddled out, their boards cutting smoothly through the water as they joked and laughed under the warming sun. Bethany loved moments like these. The ocean felt like a second home to her, a place where she could escape the noise of the world and find peace. She lay on her board, letting her left hand trail in the water, her mind wandering as she scanned the horizon for the perfect wave. The rhythmic sound of the waves, the cries of seabirds overhead, and the gentle rocking of her board created a sense of calm that she cherished. But the ocean has a way of reminding us of its power. Beneath the surface of the serene water, unseen and unpredictable dangers can lurk. It happened in an instant. One moment, Bethany was floating peacefully. The next, she was violently yanked downward. The force was so strong that it nearly pulled her off her board. A sharp, burning pain shot through her left arm. She looked down and saw the water around her turning red. It was then she realized what had happened. A massive tiger shark, approximately 14 feet long, had attacked her. Its jaws had severed her left arm just above the elbow in one swift, brutal motion. Bethany's body went into shock. The pain was overwhelming, but her instincts took over. She clung to her board with her right arm, refusing to let go. The shark, having taken its bite, swam away, leaving her alone in the blood-stained water. Her breathing was rapid and shallow, her mind racing with fear and disbelief. Her friends quickly noticed the commotion and the blood spreading in the water. Alana was the first to reach Bethany. She could see the terror in her friend's eyes, but she stayed calm. "We'll get you to shore," Alana said, her voice steady despite the fear she felt. She helped Bethany onto her board, holding her steady as the others paddled alongside them, forming a protective barrier in case the shark returned. The paddle back to shore was a grueling race against time. Bethany's strength was fading with every passing second. She could feel herself growing weaker, her vision blurring. The rhythmic splashes of paddles in the water and the urgent voices of her friends calling out to her were the only things keeping her conscious. She focused on their words, using them as an anchor to stay awake. By the time they reached the shore, Bethany was barely hanging on. The beachgoers who saw them arrive immediately sprang into action. One of them, an off-duty lifeguard, used a surfboard leash to create a makeshift tourniquet, wrapping it tightly around Bethany's upper arm to slow the bleeding. Others called for an ambulance, while some worked to keep Bethany awake, talking to her and reassuring her that help was on the way. The ambulance arrived quickly, and Bethany was rushed to the hospital. On the way, paramedics worked tirelessly to stabilize her. She had lost over 60% of her blood, a life-threatening amount. Her pulse was weak and her skin was pale and cold to the touch. But somehow, Bethany remained conscious. Later, she would say that she felt a strange sense of peace during those moments, as if she knew her story wasn't over yet. The surgeons who operated on her were amazed by her resilience. The trauma she had endured was immense, yet she had survived against all odds. The road to recovery was long and difficult. Bethany had to adjust to life with one arm, relearning even the simplest tasks. Things she once took for granted, like tying her shoes or brushing her hair, became challenges that required patience and determination. But for Bethany, the most important thing was getting back on her board. Surfing was her life, and she refused to let the attack take that away from her. Just 1 month after the attack, she returned to the water. It was an emotional moment for her, filled with a mix of fear and determination. The first few attempts were frustrating. Without her left arm, balancing on the board was nearly impossible. She fell repeatedly, each time crashing into the waves and coming up sputtering for air. But she didn't give up. Each fall was a lesson. Each wave a step closer to regaining what she had lost. Bethany worked tirelessly to adapt her technique. She learned how to paddle with one arm, how to turn the board using her body weight, and how to maintain balance despite her new limitations. Slowly but surely, she began to find her rhythm again. Within months, she was not only back on the water, but competing in surf competitions. Her return was nothing short of extraordinary. She showed the world and herself that she was far more than a victim. She was a survivor, a fighter, and an inspiration. Bethany's story quickly spread around the world. People were captivated by her courage and resilience. She became a symbol of hope, proving that even the greatest challenges can be overcome with determination and faith. Her journey inspired countless individuals to face their own struggles with the same strength and resolve. Today, Bethany continues to serve and inspire others. She is a mother, a mentor, and a role model for people from all walks of life. Her story reminds us that while life is unpredictable and often cruel, it is also filled with opportunities to rise above adversity and find strength we never knew we had. I hope this story has moved and inspired you as much as it has me. If you'd like to hear more incredible tales of courage and resilience, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care and always cherish every moment.